Hello beautiful booktubers, happy Vlogmas day 3. I'm doing alright so far. I have got my tea. This is mint in yarrow root and something else. It's supposed to be really good for colds and I've had a bit of a cold recently, so let's crack on. I'm going to be doing my current favourites. I've not done one for quite a while, but it's Vlogmas and just thought it was a good idea. My first favourite is the fact that even though it's only the 2nd of December, there's Christmas lights everywhere. I went into the town centre yesterday because my mum and my auntie were visiting and it was just so festive. There was just beautiful lights all over. Leeds city centre just looks so lovely, and I'm going to be putting my decorations up today so I can have my Christmas lights of my own. And I've also got my sparkly lights behind me, which they're always there but they make me feel extra festive. Next current favourite is a TV show called Midnight Texas. This, I'm watching it on Now TV. It tells the story of a guy who is a seer. He's kind of a clairvoyant and he can commune with dead people, and he moves to a place called Midnight, which is in Texas. His dead grandma told him to go there for safety. He gets there and everybody seems to have something a bit supernatural about them, and he befriends members of that community and stuff happens and it's just about his life, and it's really good. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I love things like Buffy and Supernatural and that kind of thing, and this gives me that vibe. It's a bit daft, it's got sort of Monster of the Week vibe going on and a lot of beautiful cast members, so yeah, I'm really enjoying that. Film, I have seen Bohemian Rhapsody twice recently and I absolutely love it. I'm a child of the 80s, I grew up on Queen and Freddie Mercury. I remember when he died, I was only 11, but I remember when he died and it was really, really sad. It's just an absolute amazing talent, this guy. So it was fantastic to see a film about Queen and about his life, and whilst it doesn't show every aspect of his life, we kind of come in when he's a teenager and we end at the Live Aid concert. We don't follow him when he's found love and when he carries on with his life after his diagnosis. They may kind of mess with the timeline a little bit there, but it's wonderful. The music is so good. Rami Malek is Freddie Mercury. He's just absolutely magical. I thought the other members were a bit wishy-washy. There wasn't really much about them, which I thought was strange because I know 2 of the members of Queen had a lot to do with this film, so I thought they would have been more rounded out and exciting really, but they weren't, so maybe that's how they are in real life. But absolutely amazing film. I can't wait for it to come out on DVD because I'll definitely be buying it because I feel like I just want to watch it all the time. I've watched so many Freddie Mercury interviews, I've watched the Live Aid performance so many times on YouTube. I've just become a little bit obsessed with it. Next favourite is a publication, and this is Fiddler's Green. You can see it's got foil. This is an independent printing, kind of a witchy, weird publication that people send things to, and it's got artwork in it and pieces written by certain people. I know I'm not describing it very well, but it says art and magic for tea drinking anarchists, convivial conjurers and closeted optimists, and it's just so beautifully done. You can see here it's obviously a labour of love. I mean, just look at those illustrations. I think these were done by the person that does Poison Apple Print Shop. If you haven't seen them, you should do, they're amazing. Next favourite, it's been a favourite for quite a while, but that is caramel lattes. Especially in winter, I am absolutely loving them. They're warm, they're caffeinated, and they're super, super sweet. Next up is my Lucy and Yak trousers. I was lucky enough to get a pair of the Alexa organic trousers in midnight black. They are so comfy. I roll them up at the bottom and they've got a really comfy elasticated waist that you can wear high up and you can put a belt on with it, and they're just so comfy. If you haven't seen Lucy and Yak, I think Jen Campbell mentions them quite a lot. They do a lot of dungarees. They're an ethical independent clothing company that employ a really small group of people, some over here in the UK and some in India, and they just create the most beautiful clothes. I'll put a picture of the trousers that I've got here and I'll put a few other ones in so you can see what they've got, but it's, I think, lucyandyak.com, and it's really reasonably priced as well. And finally, My current favourite are these absolutely lovely Giles and Spike prints that I got when I went to the Buffy the Vampire Slayer quiz run by Girl Gang Leeds a few weeks ago. This is from an independent artist. I will put her name here as well, and she's on Instagram, and they're just so lovely. I've got these actually in front of my television at the moment because they just make me smile so much. So that is it for current favourites, and I hope you've enjoyed Vlogmas Day 3. I will be back for Vlogmas Day 4 tomorrow. Big hugs. Bye!